China loves humanoid robots. They build a production line cranking out one every 30 minutes. They run a half marathon with them. They even play tennis with them. In 2025, Chinese companies accounted for 90% of all humanoid robot shipments. That's over 10,000 units. Meanwhile, major US players like Tesla and Figure AI only shipped under 500 units. But what's driving China's obsession with humanoids? China already has 1.4 billion people. Youth unemployment is a growing problem. In 2025 alone, 12 million graduates entered the job market. That's more people than the entire population of Greece or Portugal. You would think it's the last thing they want to let robots replace human work, but China's central government has been acting like venture capitalist for humanoid industry. In this episode, we'll dig into what the humanoid robots can do and why China is betting this big on them. If you follow the humanoid space in China recently, you'll be amazed at how quickly things are moving. In 2026, projections point to 70,000 units from Chinese companies alone. To put that in context, that means for every 100 babies born in China, roughly one of them will be a humanoid robot. So what these robots can actually do? You might not realize that entertainment is, for now, a surprisingly large slice of the pie. About 25% of humanoids in 2025 went towards performance and events. For example, the Unity robots had appeared as dancers at concerts, and Engine AI robots can do cinematic dance routines from Kung Fu Hustle. Outside of that, theme parks, live venues, and event organizers are buying these things up as well. Unity has even started selling some models directly to consumers, though at this stage, it's more of an expensive remote control toy than anything else. The next big portion is for research. The Unity models serve more like a research platform. Universities and research labs worldwide are picking up these models to test everything, like remote-controlled medical procedures. UC San Diego, for example, used a Unity G1 for exactly that. The Shenzhen company also used Unity model to develop housekeeping capabilities. Another massive emerging use case is data factories, where robots are deployed to perform tasks simply to record their movements, creating massive datasets to train future AI models. But the use case everyone is waiting on is physical labor. For now, they are only 25% of the deployments, but projections suggest it could climb to 72% by 2027. The idea is straightforward. Humanoid robots join factory floors, handling repetitive or dangerous work. BYD, Xiaomi, XPeng, they are all experimenting with humanoids on their production lines, much like Tesla's use of Optimus robots. You might notice that car manufacturers keep coming up in this conversation. There's a practical reason for this. EV and humanoid manufacturing share about 60% of the same supply chain. In a sense, an electric vehicle is already a robot on wheels, and since auto factories are very complex and labor-heavy, they are the companies that could benefit the most from deployment of humanoids. XPeng reported that its humanoid robots boosted production efficiency by 30% and cut labor costs by 35%. At those numbers, the economics start to make a lot of sense, and it also sets the stage for the dark factories, fully automated facilities running 24 hours a day with no human involved. Beyond manufacturing, there are other unusual applications emerging too. Robot police appeared on the street for several cities for traffic control, and a pilot program at McDonald's in Shanghai used humanoid for front-of-house service. So if humanoids could replace a meaningful chunk of human labor, why is Chinese government funding it? The answer is demographics. And the situation is more serious than most people realize. China's population began shrinking for the very first time in 2022. By 2100, it could fall to around 800 million, nearly half of today's figure. The workforce is aging rapidly, and the downstream effects are already showing up. By 2030, there's an estimated 50 million person gap in blue-collar labor, and with China's one-child policy legacy, millions of elderly people are facing old age with only one single child to look after them. It's gotten so bad that An app recently went viral in China called literally Are You Dead? The main function of the app is to log in and confirm you are still alive since so many people are living alone. Humanoid robots in this context could be a solution. Industrial humanoids could make up the gap for blue-collar jobs, and companies are already racing to build care robots for the elderly. Fourier Intelligence developed the GR3. It has a soft shell design, an expressive face, and 31 pressure sensors across its body so it can register touch. DruidUp created Moya, a robot aimed specifically at hospitals and elder care environments. These are not factory machines. They are designed to be companions. Whether China can pull it off is an open question. The technology still have a long way to go. Unitree spent 3 months training its robots for a few minutes of dancing at the Spring Festival Gala. Those robots could not have performed much longer before losing balance or running out of battery. Also, when you are watching a robot dancing, just make sure your children are not staying too close to the dancer. For industrial robots, they are facing unsolved challenges around battery life and maintenance. We can have another episode in the future about that. But the government strategy mirrors exactly what it did with solar panels and electric vehicles. State-backed funding, subsidies, and sheer industry scale trying to dominate the global market. The target is to be the world leader in humanoid robotics by 2027. But there's also a problem that comes with the government-backed gold rush. Over 160 Chinese companies are now competing in humanoid space, many of them chasing the same 3 or 4 use cases, and a lot of them chasing subsidies more than product market fit. It's the same pattern you saw in the early EV race in China, where hundreds of manufacturers entered and most of them quietly disappeared over the years. But for humanoid, the core idea is sound. It could solve aging population, shrinking labor force, and it has big industrial potential. But the underlying technology isn't yet advanced enough to deliver on the scale being promised. There is a real version of this future where humanoid robots become as transformative as smartphones, but there's another version where this is just a capital bubble waiting to pop. It's starting to feel a lot like the AI investment boom in the US. Enormous money flowing in, great potential on the horizon, but the value being delivered today doesn't yet justify the scale of the bet. So for humanoid, do you think it's just a bubble or an emerging industry like EV a couple years ago? Feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.